Hi, my name is Natalie and welcome to Natalie's Plot Life. If you're new here, this is my allotment plot here in Bristol, UK. Today I am going to give you a tour what my plans are for the plot. So we might as well just crack on. I'm going to start at the front of the plot. It's very cold today. Okay, here's the front of the plot. So each one of these pots is going to have dahlias or a peony in. You can see we've got a peony coming up already. I think that was a red one. But yeah, my plan is to grow dahlias and peonies, but they are just going to go in pots around the front of the plot. And then these crates are going to have flowers, cut flowers in. So I've got 4 different types of cosmos. You've got purple, a fizzy rose, apricotta, and like a daisy looking one. So each one of these crates is going to get 9 seedlings that I've got growing in. And yeah, that's where all my cut flowers are going, in the crates that you will see dotted around the plot. Also at the front of the plot is a hydrangea. This is also another little white hydrangea and a little rose. I've also got a pear tree. Then my herb spiral, which is basically just going to be a space for rhubarb, I think. But I did plant some stuff for cut flower foliage. Hopefully it all grows nicely. The crates. In this bed, I think I'm going to grow pom-pom dahlias that I've started from seed. I think I've got 12. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, half, and then 12 again, 6 again, making 12 dahlias in this bed. I hope they will fit. Red cabbages and a lot of gladioli in here. You watched me, or you might have watched me last week, put gladiolis in. I've since put in another couple of bags. And this side I've got ranunculus. I sowed a lot of ranunculus bulbs, but they didn't grow like I thought they would. I know that they need more than what I gave them, so I will do better next year. Then we're going to go into the fruit cage. Definitely needs really sorting out, but it's not on my priority list at the moment, but it will be. Strawberries. This is a black grape bush. This is a black currant bush, I think. Then the red gooseberry that I planted. Look, it's already starting to bud. That's green gooseberry. Blueberry, very cheap blueberry, and another blueberry. And then these along here are these are raspberries. This is a teaberry bush. I've got a kiwi plant. It didn't do anything last year. I'm keeping it. I might get a kiwi one time. That'd be great. And a golden raspberry, which did very well last year, and hoping is going to do very well again this year. But yeah, this will be important to tidy and finish the netting, which I will do. Then coming around here, I've moved the bench here. I've got some Achillea in here already. We'll get a new pallet collar. And cucumbers are going to go in this one. Maybe just 1/2, and then I will have some flowers or something on this side. And this one is going to be sweet corn. I did many varieties last year all in one bed. It didn't work. Just do one. Just do one type of sweet corn. It's good enough, I promise. More crates. My spring bulbs looking fantastic. And here I've planted a couple of little shrubs. So this will be cordoned off to like a little sanctuary seat, hopefully, one day. Then we'll come in under the arch. The arch is growing some honeysuckle and some jasmine to go up over. If anybody wondered about the spray paint, it did peel off. Not loads, but it has. I've got some bulbs in that one, and that one needs bulbs in too. I think I said in my last video that we were going to tidy this, but I came down on the weekend and I managed to clear that a little bit. It does need a bit more sprucing. But my hydrangea, climbing hydrangeas are actually coming to life now. So I really wanted to get that sorted. And one day the plastic will come off of this and the structure will stay. And then I've just got some seating in there. I could do with like a nice garden set in there. That would be lovely. Then here you've seen me plant up some beetroot, some radishes, leeks and whatnot. Here are my peas. And we come to this archway where out here we've got some climbing bushes. All these though, all these seeds are nasturtiums. So I feel like they might come back with a vengeance this year. And this side is another climbing bush, but it looks a bit dead. There are a couple of little buds on there. And there is my garlic and onions. Heading back through the arch, this area that's a bit messy is going to be tomatoes. I need this ready for middle of May, so I'm not in a rush to get that sorted. More crates for flowers, and then my pot is for potatoes. I will probably put them out at the end of March, so I will sort that out soon. And this bed, it's not really in the way there, and I'm quite happy with it being there. I was going to move it, but I'm not going to now. But I need to decide what is going in there. Yeah, I have no idea right this second. And then that pot I also need to clear because I'd like to put potatoes in that one as well. Those pallets that were on the rain house, I've just let against the swing. And if you don't have a swing on your allotment, I recommend you getting one because it's so much fun. I will sort the pallets out shortly. This is where my carrots are going. I might try parsnips again this year, but they didn't work last year. But yeah, I'm going to try and get that sorted today. Although I've been home twice today and still didn't bring my carrot seeds, which is very frustrating. Then we've got the foxgloves that I planted and my beautiful sweet pea teepee. I say beautiful, but we don't even have tulips yet. Well, they are coming up slowly, slowly. And then this area is where I planted pumpkins last year, which I will probably do the same, but probably only plant two, like one here and one over there, and try and sort this bed a bit better than I did last year, because I put in loads of plants and just down here and they all kind of took over the whole thing. So we'll see if we can manage that better this year. This, I've just put climbing roses in. I'm not 100% sure why. I think just to decorate the arch, but I don't know if I should use it for something. Any suggestions? When we first started our journey, this was the first thing we planted. Todd planted it. It was a tiny little tree, and this year it's actually got some buds on, which is super exciting. I've got some bulbs. I love this area, but it's very messy. I do need to get it sorted. Over here, greenhouse area. I've been watching Facebook and Gumtree like a hawk for a greenhouse to go on here. There was one yesterday and I messaged and I was second in line. It was perfect size. It was green. It looked like new. It was fantastic. Um, okay, this is second plot compost. The other half of the plot's compost, which I kind of dumped there because I needed the space, but now it's squished down quite a lot, and I can move it onto my actual compost bay, and then I can reclaim this area back and put a shed on. I think like more like a summer house shed rather than a shed. And this area, goodness, don't judge me, I'm showing you my messy bits. This is my compost and my water vats. This one has actually got nettles and seaweed in, so just take a little bit from there, fill up with water, and you've got a great homemade plant feed. But I need the base for this, really. I need to tidy. I need to tidy this area. I know, I'm gonna do it. Um, and I put these down and they are rubbish, so I want to take them up. It's just all lots of work, and the rest of the plot is looking fine, and I'm very happy with how I'm getting on with that. But yeah, from the sweet pea teepee down is just looking dreadful. Very messy. What I did do on Saturday though was I tidied my shed. Look at that. I put in a little pasting table. I had to like jam it. But yeah, everything's in there nice and tidy on its shelf and stuff. So I'm happy where I got with that. But yeah, I would like a nicer seating area, and this being like a storage. And then that would lead out into the greenhouse. Actually freezing today. But I'm going to try and get that carrot bed sorted and tidy this up a little bit. So I'm just going to crack on with that. This is so fun. Getting an allotment. Yeah, I have so much fun. There is an egg buried down there. That fox. Lottie, her name is. He named her Lottie. Goodness me. Look at this weed and look at the root on it. Huge. And I cut through it as well. It's just massive weed. This dude keeps breaking my bird feeder. Look at the size of him. He's broken it again. He's taken a whole freaking foul. he took a whole one off on the shed. How is he even flying with that thing? So I need the wheelbarrow free now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to water this cardboard with that compost feed I was talking about. Put the compost that I bought the seaweed one from Aldi, and I've got one of the organic ones from the range. I'm going to mix that in. I've forgotten my carrot seeds, so whether I sow them today depends on whether I go home again and collect them and bring them back, but I am going to get it ready. I'm so pleased that I got my carrots done today, and I put this wire mesh over the top of it just to protect them. I'm basically just going to leave them alone. I'll be able to water through this. I also did manage to clear this compost area. I'm going to get some pavers down, and hopefully a little pent shed or a potting shed would be lovely to go in there. And all the compost is in its correct place now in my compost bay. Lots of people on the plot now, so I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. The Buy Me a Coffee link is in the description if you want to help me buy a shed. See you next week. Bye.